BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? Hey, yo, check this out. I wanted to have a conversation today, and I wanted you guys to decide what's the majority of what we're going to be talking about. So that's why we got open discussion today. But I do have a few things that I want to say regarding all of the names that you see in the top. I do have something that I want to say. I wasn't sure if I should have put the baby or Danileigh. Is that how you say her name? I'm not 100% sure. I think that's how you say her name. Beautiful woman. I wasn't sure if I should put Danileigh or Little Baby. I decided on Danny because what I'm going to say probably has more to do with her, because she's the only one that's outwardly speaking. And I'm also going to just talk about how sometimes in this game, this music industry, it absolutely affects your regular everyday life. And sometimes in a manner where your loved ones you're not near. So I want to have a real quick discussion about that. That's going to involve Danileigh. And no fault of Danileigh's, by the way. I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm in no way trying to speak negatively about or shooting shots at her. It's just that her and the baby was in a situation. I want to discuss that for a minute. I also want to discuss we not out here threatening kids. This is not a Takashi channel. What the fuck? I'm not going to kick you immediately. But these are my videos, right? I don't see any Tekashi up there right there. Any Tekashi you see? One Tekashi video. I just showed you about 10 videos. There was one Tekashi video. Let's see. All of these videos. No Tekashi videos, apparently. You seen one Tekashi video. I showed you almost 30 videos. Only one of them was Tekashi. So, no. This is not a Tekashi channel. So, I appreciate you, though. The only reason why we're actually talking about Tekashi today, by the way, is because somebody threatened his daughter. It was probably a bitch-ass nigga like you out there threatening 4-year-old girl, 4-year-old kids. It was probably a bitch-ass nigga like you. I'm just going to keep it a stack. I'm saying, who else threatens 4-year-old babies, right? Except for people that's wondering if something is a Tekashi channel or not. When apparently I don't really make that many Tekashi videos. I literally talk about what's trending at the moment. And right now, I want to have. I started the whole show talking off about Danileigh, and the number one person on the rundown. Let's just show this real quick. The number one person on the rundown is Bobby Shmurda. Just so we can be clear, Sara Molina's in there because I have to discuss her when I discuss this thing that we're gonna talk about. Meek Mill and Danileigh. So shout out to you. I'm not even gonna kick you. Shout out to you though. I just want to say something though, and this is actually, to be perfectly honest with you, we wasn't gonna be discussing Tekashi at all this morning. There's nothing to discuss with him about except for one thing, and that's For people that haven't heard, we'll do the Tekashi jump off first, then I guess. For people that haven't heard, real quick. Also, I make tons of different videos. If you don't want me making Tekashi videos, why don't you pull up on the other videos and watch those videos? I just want to say something. Why don't you pull up on the other videos and watch those videos? You don't want me talking about Tekashi, right? So why don't you watch videos that are not Tekashi videos, and then maybe I make more of those videos, just so we can be clear. Because I do want to just point this out one more time, just, you know, just for the hell of it. You see one Tekashi video right there. You see two Tekashi videos right there. Okay, so where's the Tekashi videos at, homie? Oh, I'm doing a lot of talking about, what's that? NBA Youngboy, Dave Chappelle, Tory Lanez, Casanova 2 times, Meek Mills with the snitching, Yellow BZ, Joe Biden, Boozy. Oh, I talk about everybody. Oh, Cardi B, Empire Star, Bashir Gray, California Man. I didn't even put that one out because it couldn't get monetized. LA Brim says CJ the Rapper, Method Man. Oh, wow. I talk about everybody. Seattle Seahawks. So I talk about everybody. T.I., Enrique, more Casanova 2 times, more Tory Lanez, Joe Biden, Fast and Furious Star. Oh, I talk about everybody. Okay. Oh, but if I make even one Tekashi video, you're going to call the channel a Tekashi channel. Nah, I got you. I mean, liars, y'all got to do something, right? Anyway, with that being said, I do want to talk about this referring to Tekashi. We'll do it first. And I do want to talk about this in regards to Tekashi. The other day I saw something that was disgusting. What up, Mark Hernandez? The other day I saw something that was disgusting. I saw a video of a grown-ass man threatening a child. Talking about that they were going to smack another man's child. I'm going to tell you the two problems I have with this. I have two problems with this, by the way. The first problem I have with this is, you're a grown man. What are you talking about? You're going to go smack somebody's child, homie. That's not even disrespect at that point. You're not disrespecting that grown man. You're disrespecting your parents. You're disrespecting everybody that run with you. You're disrespecting whatever team you belong to. What kind of grown man? Could somebody please explain to me what kind of grown man running around talking about they're going to slap a child? Could somebody explain that to me? Because maybe I don't know. Could somebody explain that to me? What kind of grown man runs around saying that they're going to slap a child? A 4-year-old child that ain't even theirs. Well, you shouldn't be just running around talking about you're going to slap children anyway. But what type of grown-ass man gets upset at another dude and says because they're mad at another guy, they're going to slap some baby? And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all out there co-sign that. Like that shooter guy right there. I'm pretty sure he co-signs that. I'm pretty sure he co-signs slapping children. So that's an issue that I have. Always protect the children, man. Well, I'm pretty sure this guy right there named Shooter that asked me, is this a Tekashi channel? When I just showed you I barely even make Tekashi videos. That guy, I'm pretty sure he slaps children. You know, he's a tough guy, right? You're a super tough guy, right? You run around slapping 4-year-olds, right? You know, asking 4-year-olds, do they want to square up? I'm pretty sure. Right? Probably waiting somewhere, trying to get the drop on a 4-year-old and shoot him, right? You're in that type of time, right? I didn't even really have much to say about this, and then I want to get on to the stuff that I actually wanted to talk about. But I want to say something real quick. I don't know where that dude lives at. And I don't care how much y'all hate Tekashi. Y'all really gonna attack his child? Like, Sara Molina's been saying that, right? People been throwing threats at her children. I think she's talking that shit into existence more than anything else. Shooter is not correct. And you're obviously a troll. And Shooter's not correct. I'm going to kick you right after I show why Shooter isn't correct. These are my videos that I make. That's the Tekashi one on the top one. The next one is DJ Academics. The next one is Lawyer Explains Something Regarding Pooh Shiesty. The next one is Meek Mill's Tekashi. The next one is Texas. The next one is the man. So I'm just kicking you. Shout out to you. Boom. This video is about somebody threatening Tekashi's child. I'm not on that type of time. I'm not on the time where I'm thinking threatening children is cool. I get it though. Some of y'all are so mad at some man that y'all ready to kill all of his children. Y'all ready to attack his children. I get it. Shout out to that shit. Also, last night's show was about I'm not even getting into it. You know what? Whatever you want to talk about. Anybody else want to come in here and talk about the content I make? Because I'll kick you right now too. I don't even care. I just didn't kick Shooter because he didn't fake. So I want to be clear on something. And this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never heard a gangster like a real gangster out here in the street, threaten another man's family unless it was like over money. I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. I've heard it happen. But I've never heard about a real gangster out here in the street threatening some man's family unless it was like over money or something. If you don't give me my money, something could happen. I've never heard that. I think Sara Molina, I feel for her. Let's hope nothing happens to her or her child. Let's hope that due to this situation that Tekashi is going through, nothing happens to her family. But I just want to point something out. She's talking that shit into existence. I'm pretty sure there's people that don't even think about doing anything to her and her kids. But since she talk about it so much, she choking that shit into existence. She talking that shit into existence. So I don't want to hear how Tekashi ain't saying nothing back to this weirdo. If I was Tekashi, I wouldn't say nothing back to him either. Because once Tekashi says something back to him, everybody is going to be threatening your child. I didn't say, once again, I'm going to say, I have never heard of a gangster, a gang guy, a person that is involved in that world, threatening somebody's children unless it's over money. I've never heard somebody say, oh, I just don't like you, so I'm going to do something to your children. I'm not saying it don't happen. I'm saying I've never heard as far as I could tell, women and children was off limits. So MJ is obviously not a part of that lifestyle neither, if he doesn't believe that women and children is supposed to be off limits. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Anybody else heard that? Anybody else heard gang people say that women and children are off limits? Or am I the only one that's heard that? Because MJ obviously hasn't heard that. Shout out to MJ. I'm waiting for the I don't respect your opinion line. I'm waiting for it. Anyway, so if I was Tekashi, I wouldn't give that guy any energy either. I just want to be clear. I wouldn't give them no energy. So that means that any weirdo could come out and just say something about his daughter, and he's supposed to respond every time somebody says something about his daughter. That don't even make sense. How could I be wrong about what I heard and didn't hear? Go get another account. It's the same account that I just kicked. Go get another account. What you mean you living in the 40s, Daryl Williamson? So that's all I got to say about that. That was basically all I had to say. I wanted to talk about the Danileigh, the baby situation more than I'm living in the 40s. Maybe I am, but I hear gang people say that today. I see people right there agreeing with me, but I guess I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's not what they say. Chemo Savvy says fools are being cold as ice, threatening kids and family. Look at honeycomb grandparents. They giving no F's about nothing. I'm gonna agree with you, but at the same time, are we saying that the people that shot up that honey guy's grandparents, are we saying that they real street dudes, or are we saying that they BANs? What are we calling them? I'm curious. Now I'm asking you. The people that shot up that man's grandparents, what are we calling them? Are we calling them real street dudes, or are we calling them BANs? What are we calling them? What are we calling them? I'm curious. You know, that was Scarface's one redeeming trait. What up, Renee Ricketts? Haven't seen you in a while. Happy to see you back. You know that was Scarface's one redeeming trait, right? Also, shout out to James S. With the $5 drop yesterday. Definitely appreciate you. Also, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. You know that was Scarface ones. We calling them BANs. That's what I assumed. I assume we're calling them BANs. What up, Vic Star? We love Vix. I did not do roll call. There wasn't no people in here. Let's do roll call right now. What up, Just Relaxing? How you doing this morning? This is Morning BBN Frost. Shout out to the BBN Network. Every day, this guy, he's incredible. He puts this stuff up. He lets you know where our website is. He lets you know where our apparel shop is. And he lets you know where our Cash App is. We don't have no new articles up on the website as of for a couple of days. I got to speak to my I have to speak to my staff, so we have no new articles up right now, but we do have some old articles that you might want to go check it out. And also, stop by your BBN apparel shop. I'm pretty sure that we have some good gear there that you might like. Also, we have the BBN Cash App up. Let's get those hater drops going, and let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's go. What's up? I can't even read your name, homie. I don't know what language that is, so I can't call you out. All right. What up, Mark Hernandez? How you doing today? Salute. Who else we got up in here? What up, Watts Games? Hey, Watts Games. I'll do the thing, and then I'll tell y'all about it after I start the thing. What up, Vic Star? We love Vix. We got Vix in the building. What up, Prince to Amir? How you doing, my brother? Salute to the Black Spades. What up, Black Cuddy? You already know how it is. What up, Chemo Savvy? Chemo Savvy says salute, Frost. Salute Jack Frost. Much respect in being the noise. Roll out. It's fire content. Support BBN. Morning Joe. Let's go. Who else we got up in here real quick? We had a couple of BANs. We kicked them. What up, Daryl Williamson? How you doing, my brother? Daryl Williamson thinks that gang dudes is really out here threatening kids every day. I'm assuming. I don't know, because I speak to gang guys sometimes, people that's in gangs, and as far as, I'm not saying what they do, but I'm saying as far as what is said, women and kids are off that's out of bounds. That's off limits. That's what I hear, but I don't know what to tell you. What up, Tighten Up TV? How you doing? He says, nah, that's how it's supposed to be. Lex BX, salute. He says, word, it's supposed to be that way. Who else we got up in here? What up, Renee Ricketts? Happy to see you. Tiandre Willis Senior says, no women or no children or women. That's what I hear, but what's his name? What's this guy's name? Daryl Williamson says that that's not the way it is, though, and that I'm living in the 40s. So, I don't know. Chemo Sabi says, real to real gangsters don't go threatening kids and grandparents and do drive-bys. They honest cowards. But then again, this is a new trend to go all out. No points given in that. I agree with you. This is like a new trend to see who could be the most despicable human being. I don't understand it, but, you know, salute to that. Yes, you are absolutely loved, Vic Star. All right, we there. What up, Thirst Entertainment? All right, so we where we at? So I want to know, what are we calling the dudes that rolled past that man's house? The house blew up because apparently his grandparents were so old and they had health issues, and one of them had an oxygen tank. So when these guys rolled past the crib, shooting up the crib, they shot the oxygen tank, and that blew up and then caused the fire. That was just absolutely a terrible situation. What up, Drake? Ray Dream Chaser? That was just a terrible situation. Chemo Sabi says, smash up those likes, pounding that like, support Jack Frost in the movement. Got the beans in the cup. Jack, keep it pushing. Respect, respect. Boom. And also, this is open discussion. We could talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. This is open discussion. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I'll actively transition the conversation over to something that whatever's interesting you guys. What up, Straight G Toro? So the point that I'm trying to make is this. I wasn't going to talk about Tekashi at all today, just so we can be clear. But the one thing that I do agree with Sara Molina is, and I feel kind of bad for her, is, and I think, and I'm not saying she put herself in this situation. I can't read your name. It says Detroit rapper Trick put up $600 reward for the death of a 6-year-old boy. Shout out to Trick. $6,000 reward. Shout out to Trick. That's the type of time we're supposed to be on. Cartels target family, but we're not talking about cartels, homie. Stop trying to change the narrative to something that we're not talking about cartels. We're talking about gangs in New York, in America. We're not talking about cartels. Cartels, is your corner drug dealer cutting people's tongues out or cutting people's heads off and putting it on lampposts? No, they're not doing that neither. So we're not talking about cartels. That's a whole different thing going on. I applaud you for trying to change the narrative of the conversation that we were in. But no, we're not talking about cartels. I appreciate you though. With that being said, I think dude is just trying to get Tekashi 6ix9ine to say something to him. That's it. I don't know what dude is gonna do, but I could tell you this much: the police is waiting to see if he goes get revenge. Lex Lucas says, "Do you think Honeycomb Brazy gonna get revenge?" The police is waiting. The police is. I'm telling you right now, the police is watching him, waiting for him to get revenge. You do know that that's what happens, right? Let me explain to y'all something real quick. A lot of these snitches are proactive. Listen, I'm going to tell you what happened. What up, C Iron Addict? A lot of these snitches is proactive. Listen. The snitch will put the gang on to somebody with lies. Remember, the snitch works for the police. The snitch needs to keep bringing the police intel. So sometimes the snitch has to create a situation. The snitch who sees somebody who's a regular, honest citizen, who but looks like they could be involved in something. Because maybe the person just grew up in the hood, so that's the way they dress. Maybe the person just walk a certain way so they look like they could be involved in something. This is why I don't never want to know nothing. This is why I don't never want to know about no crimes. I don't want to never know about nothing. So if somebody tries to say I snitched on somebody or I told on somebody about something, I don't know it. Not possible. You saying I told on people about information I don't have. So if anybody ever come up to anyone and say I snitched on something, they're lying. Factually, because I'm not out here snitching on people. And secondly, because I don't know nothing I don't know that information that somehow got into whoever's possession. So check this out. I'm gonna tell you what snitches do. All the time. They'll put the gang on to somebody. And then they'll tell the police what the gang is planning on doing. They create the whole situation. So now the gang is looking at somebody thinking that that person done ratted on them, or that person is messing up their business, or that person is doing this, or that person is doing that. Right? That person ain't doing nothing. The gang go act on them. Right? Now the police got information on it before it even happened. Now everybody getting locked up. Everybody going to jail. Shout out to Thirst Entertainment with the $5.99 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Where we go? We gonna call this it's so close. We gonna call it a hater drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Oh, we gonna call it a hater drop. It's close enough. Appreciate you, my brother. Who's next? Also, could we get those likes up so we can send out some notifications, please? When you guys hit the like on these videos, that helps the whole channel. So please hit those likes. Please, could we start trying to get those likes up to 100 every show? That helps the whole channel. I need those likes. We need those likes. With that being said, so that's what dudes be doing. You be an honest, every regular day citizen. All day the snitch should be like, yo, you see that guy right there? I don't trust him. Now I'm trying to tell you something weird happened the other day. I think that guy had something involved in it. Yo, that guy, I'm telling you, man, he got to be telling on us. Who is he? Why is he around here? Meanwhile, you probably work the internet like I work the internet, so you don't even go out much. But meanwhile, there's somebody trying to put all the blame for whatever the hell they doing on you. And then when you get killed, the freaking cops already know who did it. The cops know exactly who did it. So the gang go kill somebody, create the RICO bomb. Now everybody is getting locked up because they went and killed somebody that didn't even have to die because the real snitch was in the gang the whole time. Tell me where I'm wrong. What up, Queen Sha? Anyway, point being is, if I was homeboy, I wouldn't act on it. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I would not act on it. I would assume, and this is just me, but I would assume that the police is watching. If I was that honeycomb guy, what up, Rodcliffe? I would assume the police is watching me. My grandparents just got killed. The police is watching. And that's what I would assume. The police is watching. So if that honeycomb dude, he probably shouldn't get involved. He probably shouldn't get involved. He probably should lay back. He probably should sit back. Give the authorities the opportunity. You know, that's sometimes why they don't bust people, right? Am I putting y'all on the game, or did y'all already know this? That's sometimes why they don't bust people. You know that, right? Sometimes they don't bust people because they know that somebody is going to come after them and they want to try to get everybody. So sometimes they don't bust them. They let the guy stay out there a little while longer. I don't know if anybody knew that. I didn't know if anybody knew that. Sometimes that's why they don't bust you. That's why they let you stay out there. Because they know somebody coming after you. They watch you. They already know somebody coming after you, whether they should or whether they shouldn't, whether it makes sense or it don't. They already know somebody coming after you, so they watch you. They watch you, wait for you to make your move, and then they arrest everybody. I don't think young dude Chemo Savvy says Jack Frost. I'm telling you, everyone young cats think snitching and being gangsters the new style. I don't think that's what they think. I don't think that's what they think at all. What I think is this, just so we could be clear. I think that people have a fear that that's what they think. There's more old dudes snitching than young dudes a day. Don't fall for that and get me some more coffee. There's more old dudes snitching than young dudes every day. Them young dudes too dumb. Most young dudes is too dumb to know they don't want to actually go to prison. Them older dudes that done went to prison already, know how it is, know that they don't want to go back. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But them young dudes, they don't know they don't want to go to prison. Just keep it in the stack. They have no idea. They hear that prison talk. They still think they super tough. They could go do a couple of years. You know, a lot of them young dudes, they not. I think that there are young dudes snitching. Don't get it confused. But I think that those young dudes was always gonna snitch. You hear what I'm saying? I don't think they just now decided to snitch. I think that no matter if Tekashi snitched or not, they was always gonna snitch. I think what's happening is that these people are allowing people into their circle. People are allowing people into their circle that they shouldn't. People are letting people be a part of the team that they shouldn't let be part of the team. I think that's happening. Who got away with murder, Lex Luger? You said he got away with murders and got hella enemies. They want to do something stupid for real, so they could lock him up. Who got away with murders, Lex Luger? So I could be on time with you. What up, Black Power Cross? So I could be on time with you. Who you talking about? That's another reason why, real quick, that's another reason why I would love to be able to embrace people more when I see them in the street, but I know I can't. You understand what I'm saying? The last thing I need is somebody having a, yo, what's up? You Jack Frost? And I'm like, yeah, and they dap me up and they cool with me, and then they go walk off and tell somebody else I said something I didn't say. Yeah, see, they trying. What did I say? Yeah, they trying. I'm telling you right now, they not gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if they not even. If I wouldn't be surprised if they know exactly who did the shooting. They can prove it. They can go lock them up and everything, and they're just waiting in hopes that he do something so they could just scoop everybody up. What up, Bree Powell? The sniper. Everybody salute Bree. She be on Instagram doing her thing. I need to share more of her photos. But I have not been sharing that many photos as of late. I'm about to get back to the sharing photos thing. Yeah, but I think the older dudes snitch way more than the younger guys. I think the younger guys the young dudes be taking the fall for niggas all day, every day. They don't even be involved in the crime. They just be taking the fall for people. So I think that's what the police, because you also got to understand, like what Lex Luger just said, the dude allegedly has bodies or whatever the case is, and the police probably know, they probably feel like those are his bodies and feel like they can't get him for those, but they could be like, you know what, we could get him for trying to kill these other guys though. Yo, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Yo, it's all the way Thursday. Y'all know that? It's all the way Thursday, which y'all don't fuck with the show no more. It's all the way Thursday. We got about 6 drops all week. Like, y'all don't fuck with the show no more? Y'all don't fuck with me no more? So good, so good. I'm not going nowhere though. Until I have to. What up, DZ? I guess I don't fuck with me like that no more. It's all good though. I still fuck with y'all. What up, New York urban legend? Black Power Cross. So, as far as once again, this is open discussion. So we talking about what y'all want to talk about. And so yeah, just if I was a friend of the dude, I'd tell him not to make no moves. I do a live at night. What are you talking about? We do 2 shows every day. You do 2 shows every day, man. I do lives at night. Apparently, oh, I'm not gonna say that. That would be putting words in somebody's mouth. I'm not gonna say that. It's called a Tonight Show with Jack Frost, by the way. You can literally just Google that. You could Google it. I didn't even say hit YouTube. You can literally just Google that. We've been doing the show for about 3 years. Appreciate having you here. With that being said, can we talk about this Danileigh the baby situation? Can we talk about Danileigh the baby? Y'all mind? Am I saying her name right? Danileigh, Danileigh, right? Everybody's at work, DZ. I don't know. That's why I just don't comment back. It's okay. That person, shout out to that person. Everybody's at work right now, including myself. Well, I like all New York teams, by the way. It's just that the color of the channel is orange. I did not diss the Bloods. Get the fuck up out of here. You crazy? I'm not even gonna kick you yet. You tell me how I dissed the Bloods, homie. You tell me one way I did that. I damn sure didn't do that. Get the fuck up out of here. I'm not even gonna kick you yet. You was thinking I was gonna kick you after that one comment. Watch, this person can't even explain shit. There's no way in the world I diss the Bloods. What the fuck is wrong with you? The Bloods? Are you crazy? I didn't even kick the person yet. We gonna wait. See what stupid shit they got to say. Yes, I heard about Top 5. For everybody that don't know, Top 5 is a rapper out of no, I'm not timing them out of nothing. I'm gonna give them the opportunity for them to respond. But they don't have no response. They just coming in here saying some shit. I believe it's the DJ Academics curse also, straight 5-0 to a row. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think some people shouldn't have all of these eyes on them. And I think when DJ Academics pulls up and starts talking to you, you get eyes on you. You get so much eyes on you that if you're not all the way clean, you could get all fucked up. Nope, you didn't even make no sense. I'm going to give you one more opportunity to make some sense. See how that person... I'm letting the person stay in here. So anybody that's in here already know. First of all, how many Bloods did I help get YouTube channels? No, yeah, don't hit them. Don't hit them yet. See, we have to give them an opportunity to show they don't know what they're talking about. So don't hit them yet. If I hit them too quick, then people don't know that they just lying or they making stuff up. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to let the person say gibberish. See, right now the person can only say gibberish. So we got to let the person say a little bit more gibberish so it's obvious that they don't know that they just talking. You understand what I'm saying? Bloods? I disrespected Bloods? Are you crazy? I ain't disrespect nobody, no gangs at all. But Bloods? You crazy? Everybody, all of my admins would have kicked you immediately. No, let them talk a little bit more gibberish. Let's talk about this top 5 shit. I laughed at CK when he talked about how is that dissing Bloods. How do I know if anybody is lying? You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Y'all could kick him now. Y'all could kick him now. CK a whole Blood. What are you talking about? I disrespected the Bloods by laughing at some shit that a joke that a Blood said? I know that's what it is. I'm disrespecting Bloods now because a Blood said a joke and I laughed at it. Y'all could kick him. And somebody beat read to it. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to point that out real quick. Anyway, let's get back to the show. So a top 5. Somebody said before we discuss the whole top 5 thing. Top 5 is an artist out of Canada. He went and he did a show with he was Tekashi 6ix9ine has been DJ Academics has been speaking with him on IG Live. He's been going live with DJ Academics. Yeah, can we get bags, please? They've been going live with DJ Academics. And so what I think this is what I think happens. When you go on platforms like DJ Academics, when you go on platforms like Vlad, you have to be clean. Because you're now on a really big platform, and if people didn't know about you, they're gonna know about you now. That's why the questions Vlad asks are so terrible. Because when you're on Vlad's platform, you better believe that the authorities is watching. You feel me? You could come on this platform, say some stupid shit. It'll be on fucking YouTube for 6 years before the authorities could see it. But you go on Vlad, you say some stupid shit, they pulling that shit. They pulling those invoices the next day. Copy? Because it's gonna trend. So Top 5's been talking to DJ Academics. If y'all also remember, and this is not a knock on DJ Academics, I'm not talking shit about him. We do got a Bags track. Let's play the Bags song for Homeboy real quick. That got kicked. Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing. Cuckoo. And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the Cash App. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN. Hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content. Come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost. Yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here. Yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name. That's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags. And you asking what they heavy for? Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, Bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? Leto says I should do that every time. His boots was smoking. Shout out to Bree. Bree said Vix climbs on the roof, snatches Bree's crossbow, says the hell with this. Pulls the trigger, shoots Slim out of his boots, which are now smoking on the saloon floor. Dude's whole boots is smoking. So when you go on a platform like DJ Academics and you talk to him, look to get a lot of eyes on you. So you gotta be pretty clean. You understand what I'm saying? Remember what happened to 21 Savage? Think about that. 21 Savage went on Act, did a whole jump off on Act, a show that they was trying to produce on Complex, that I personally didn't even think was a bad idea. I just thought that it could have been I thought it could have been shot better. I thought that, and I don't think DJ Academics is behind the aesthetic view, the aesthetics of the actual platform of the show. But I thought it could have been shot better. I thought it probably could have been. I seen it one time. I don't remember if they had narration. But me thinking about it is thinking maybe they should have added some kind of narration to it. Shout out to James S. with the $5 drop. James S. pulls up into the saloon. All you see is smoking feet. I'm looking for shoes, but they all... James S. pulls up into the saloon. All you see is smoking feet. James S. comes in the saloon. He looks this way. He looks that way. He looks that way. Then he keeps walking. Goes over to the bartender. He says, hey. The bartender leans into James S. All you see is a cloud of smoke. It's all the weed he smokes. He leans in. He tells him the joke. The bartender backs up. He starts laughing. Ha 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 ha. Smoke is coming out of his mouth. Smoke is coming out of his nose. Smoke is coming out of his ears. He daps up James S. James S. walks over to the BBN West, the smoking section. Starts taking the chairs down and rolling blunts. Shout out to James S. So with that being said, Top 5 actually got caught in a murder case. You listening? Top 5 has been caught in a murder case. He didn't kill anyone. It's after the fact. Apparently somebody, they're saying that somebody killed someone, and after the fact that that person got killed, Top 5 then assisted with something or other. I'm not 100% sure what they're saying he assisted with at this point. I'll look into it. Wise Approval says the Academics live stream with local Toronto rappers was a good and bad look. Says a lot of neighborhoods with rappers on that Twitch have a lot of bad blood. I don't know about that. But okay, Wise Approvals, appreciate you. Shout out to Big Star with the $1.99 drop. Big Star stands outside the saloon like this because even Big Star cannot get in with $1.99. She says she's good outside. She has on a chinchilla coat with a chinchilla hat, with chinchilla boots, with big ass chinchilla mittens, and all that. And under that is just she has a nice gown on, but she has a whole you can't see the gown because everything is chinchilla. It's all the way down to the floor. You can't even see the boots. All you can see is the bottom of the boots, like that much of the boots. She got chinchilla everything. What up, Raymond Silver? What up, Dog Soldier says, did you know anything about the Federal Reserve shutting down for 4 hours yesterday? I'm hearing about it now. If you got anything on it, please send it. I would like to know. If you got anything on the Federal Reserve shutting down for 4 hours yesterday, please send it to me. I mean, I'm going to look it up now, but if you have something, send it to me. I did not know about that. I'm also not. We don't use the Federal Reserve anymore anyway. So the Federal Reserve doesn't back our money, whether you knew that or not. So it's shutting down for 4 hours. I would like to know what are they saying the ramifications on that. Yeah, the donkey bags. Kimo Sabi says academics trying to redeem himself after his rants on Clubhouse. He's going all out on Meek. I think Meek Mill's and academics beef is more of a Meek Mill's having an emotional issue than it is act being wrong. So there was a actress. She was on a reality show, one of these reality shows. She recently said that there was a time that when Meek Mills was still dating Nicki Minaj, right? And she pulled up on them. They was at somewhere down in the village, somewhere down here, and they was at a restaurant or something. So she saw them in the restaurant. She came in the restaurant. She saw them. She said hi. Nicki Minaj was cordial. She sat down with her peoples, whoever she showed her came there with. And she said that there was some people at another table that took a picture of Nicki Minaj and Meek Mills, and Meek Mills just flipped out. Shout out to Black Power Cross with the $5 drop. Black Power Cross pulls up into the saloon. He has a giant cross on his back. It's a giant cross, and he has like a gold chain right here, and it's a gold cross, by the way. No, it's not gold. They're gonna rob his ass, but it's a giant cross, and he has a gold chain that he holds like this in order to carry the cross with around his neck. And he walks in the saloon, and he's walking like this, because that's the only way he could walk, because he's dragging the thing also at the same time. So he's walking in the saloon. He comes in. He goes up to the bartender. The bartender says, "How you doing today, my brother?" He unhooks the chain. He sits the cross next to him, and he says, "May God be with you." And so he hands the guy a cup of water. The bartender hands Black Power Cross a cup of water. Black Power Cross knocks it off the table, and you better put some alcohol in that next time. Shout out to Black Power Cross pulling up to the saloon. What up, Straight Stacking? So she said what happened was when the people, Meek Mills was and Nicki Minaj, when they were still together, they was inside of this restaurant down in, I guess, downtown somewhere, further downtown than I'm currently in. So she said what happened was there was some people that started taking pictures of them, and Meek Mills lost it. And homegirl was like, well, at this point in time, Nicki Minaj was one of the biggest celebrities on the planet. Like, you're really upset because you're with one of the biggest celebrities on the planet, and her dating, and you are now in a relationship, and so y'all a power couple, and there's people taking pictures of you. Now, sidebar, I wouldn't be surprised if Nicki Minaj didn't pay the people that's free publicity. Like, what in the hell? So, she said she thinks Meek Mills has an emotional thing. I think Meek Mills I think the worst thing that happened to Meek Mills was fame. Sometimes the worst thing that can happen to some of us is we get our wish, and then we don't know how to handle it. And I think one of the worst things that happened to Meek Mills was fame. That's what I think. Just my opinion. I think one of the worst things that happened to Meek Mills was fame. I mean, I'm not trying to wish the brother back into poverty. We're not doing that. But I'm saying, I don't think he knows how to handle it well. Other day, I had somebody in the lobby of this hotel filming me. I don't even know what it was for. As far as I know, they probably coming back to try to kill me. I mean, I don't know. But the point in which I'm trying to make is, is that when you start becoming a recognizable person, a person who's recognized, getting pictures taken of you, that's part of that. That's just part of it. It just, that's what it is. I just was told the dude, I was like, yo, you know your lights on your camera. He got upset at me or some shit because he was filming, and I think he was trying to do it on the low, but the light was on. So I was just like, you know, shout out to that. What did I miss you did? What did I miss you did? I called out the oh, and it was bags also. It was also bags. Yeah, so Top 5 allegedly helped some people. Back to real quick with the Top 5 thing. Top 5 allegedly helped some people after a murder was committed. So he might be in real trouble if he actually did help somebody. So he's either gonna have to tell, or I don't know how Canadian law goes, but I'm assuming he's in trouble if he doesn't tell. So Chemo Sari says Meek Mill trying to play catch up now that these other rappers popping now, and he's not trending. He's getting too much smoke. Welcome home, Bobby Shmurda. Welcome home, Bobby Shmurda. I think Meek Mills want people to love him, right? This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I think Meek Mills want people to love him, right? He wants people to love him. Don't be confused. But I think that he doesn't understand. I think he wants to be able to control the love that people give him. You understand what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. I think Meek Mill wants to be loved, and at the same time, he wants to be able to control that love. He doesn't just want you to love him. He wants you to love him the way that he wants you to love him. If that makes any sense. And I think that that's where a lot of the issues and a lot of the problems. And I think that's where a lot of issues and a lot of the problems actually rise from or come from involving Meek Mill. That Meek Mill was just dead set on, he wants you to love him. What up, BQ mommy? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. He wants you to love him, but he only wants you to love him the way that he wants to be loved. He's not accepting any other types of love. So anything that you do that is something that he don't want, he's immediately seeing it as something negative, and he wants to attack it. I'm a Sagittarius. I have a lot of destructive energy. I'm telling you. That's the way I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. What the hell do I know? What the fuck? Did y'all hear that? Truck is unloading something. I think some truck is unloading something. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, so I think that's what I think. That's what I think is going on with Meek Mill. I think he just has a lot of destructive energy, And because he has a lot of destructive energy, that might be what's going on with the brother. I'm a Sagittarius. I got a lot of destructive energy. I got to be mindful. That's what I think is going on with the brother. I could be wrong, though. Y'all got to remember, a lot of people don't know how it feels to be loved. And that's what y'all got to understand. Like, and I think I know I get on Meek, right? We call him Meek, capital L Mills, right? You know I get on him. You understand what I'm saying? But I want to just take a second to say something real quick. And that is, I do feel for the brother. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you realize that a lot of people just simply don't know how it feels to be loved, like, you'll be surprised. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people just, they don't know how it feels to be loved. And then people that knows how it feels to be loved, when they try to express that, they can't understand it. A lot of people out here don't know how it feels to be loved because they come from parents that think the only love that a person deserves, or a family, that all the family give you is tough love. Tough love is hate. Don't let nobody trick you. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with allowing a person to learn how to do something on their own. But if you create situations where a person is trying, and you're just trying to make their life more difficult because you're going to give them tough love, you're not going to give them no support, you're not going to give them no actual physical love, you're not going to give them no actual love, the only love you're going to give that particular person is tough love, then that person grows up not even knowing how to feel loved. And then when they do get it, they don't know what to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening to a lot of people in the black community, women and men, just so we can be clear. I think a lot of us in the black community grew up in situations where we just happen to come from people who shouldn't have had kids. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. We just happen to have come from people. Shout out to Damani. My niece is up in the house. Everybody say what's up to my niece. A lot of people came from, a lot of us have parents that should just have never had kids. I'm just keeping it a stack. So I think that's a big problem that we have in our community. And that's why when I talk about some of the things I talk about, people, there's a big disconnect with certain individuals. Because you can't feel what I'm talking about because you can't understand what I'm saying. Wise Approval says, in Toronto, they starting to use lyrics in court. The past couple of years, a lot of local rappers have been killed. So he's inside waiting to get bail. Try to fight the case on the outside. Fighting the case on the outside is always easier, for one. They're not monitoring. For a fact your conversations aren't being monitored and your situation isn't being maneuvered in a way to make you, to break you. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times people are denied bail, or people isn't allowed to, whatever the case might be. It's because they want to break you. They feel like they need to break you in order to get you to say or do a thing, or possibly just give in and, take the guilty plea. There's also, I don't know how to say your name, Jediah. I don't know how to say it. There is also a level of understanding when it comes to people who have not been in school for long. I don't get what you're saying there, but okay. Appreciate you. She said, Mom got a big heart. Appreciate you. That's a fact, though. DST said, that's a fact. I lost my oldest friend because he was shady when he didn't have to be. You'll be surprised at how often individuals who... I'm going to answer your question in 1 second, Dog Soldier. You'd be surprised at how many individuals who are bad people just assume you have to be a bad person also. You do know that, right? If a person is a bad person, they need to assume you're a bad person also. They need to assume you trying to get over on them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they need to convince and trick other people that you're a bad person. So they need to be able to believe you're a bad person. They need to be able to, because they need to convince other people that you're a bad person. So the better of a person you are, the more evil people you're gonna have coming trying to shoot you down. Tell me where I'm wrong. Dog Soldier says, why should we have respect for gangs? First of all, we need to learn how to organize. If we wanna stop kids from being in gangs, give them something else to be a part of. Is that fair? Is that fair? If you want to stop people from being in gangs, if you want to eliminate gangs, give them something else to be a part of. If you want to stop people, I'm not even talking about respect at this point. I'm saying if you actively want to stop gangs, if you want to get rid of gangs, if you want gangs to go the way of the typewriter, you know what you have to do? We have to create things for our kids to be a part of. You know how many people don't feel like they're a part of their family? You see, the problem is this. There's nothing wrong with being in a gang. That's not the issue. They've had lodges forever, right? You know what a lodge is? Lodge is a gang. They had lodges on the Flintstones. They had lodges on the Honeymooners. Remember? The Raccoon Lodge? Remember, or am I the only one that remembers any of this? Gangs isn't the problem. Gangs not having anything to do other than crime is the problem. Does that make sense? So if you want for gangs to go away, we have to actively be creating things in our communities for our children to do other than gang stuff. And pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. What do our politicians do? Every time our politicians need money for something, where do they take the money from? They take the money from our community events, and they take the money from our schools. Tell me where I'm wrong. Every time our politicians need money for something, they take it away from our community events, which are supposed to help the children, right? And they take it away from our schools, right? That's why I said I don't even want them to defund the police. We're not doing that. Only way I agree with defunding the police is what are we doing with the money we're taking from the police? Are we just gonna go put it somewhere to sit? Nah, we're not doing that. You might as well let them keep the money. You put that money somewhere to sit, some politician's gonna come steal it. Right? So we're gonna take the money from the police. What are we doing with it first? You putting it into the schools? You gonna create a PAL? Get our PAL back up and running. That helps the police also. Right? So what are we doing with the money? That's the problem. You want to get rid of gangs, but what are we doing for the children? So they're going to have nothing. Let me tell you a quick story. I used to live in Concourse Village. When I was growing up in Concourse Village, we had a big, huge open space on both sides. On the west side and on the east side of Concourse Village. I used to live on the west side. We had big, huge open spaces. And these big, huge open spaces is where the young kids played at. All day. Listen. Anything, it could be a gang. Any collective of people could be a gang. Just so we could be clear. Any collective of people could be a gang. So check this out. In Concourse Village, we had a big open places. We played football, we played baseball, we played basketball, we played all of that. And the point is that kept kids out of trouble. The older people that lived there complained so much, they put benches there. You know what was one of the first things that happened? I'm going to tell you what was one of the first things that happened. The old people came and blocked off the area where the kids used to play at. One of the first things that happened, the kids had nothing to do. So what did they start doing? They start doing all types of different shenanigans. So now the kids that grew up in the group that I grew up in, were they street dudes? Yeah. Was out there doing whatever we was doing. But we didn't start doing some of the shenanigans until we got a little bit older. Until we had a little bit more understanding. Once they did that for the kids, all of the kids that came up after that immediately went straight to the street. There was nothing to do. Because, you know, when we had that big open space where the kids used to play, the older kids that now they don't play out there no more will still be able to come out there and deal with us and give us community guidance. But when they put all those benches there now we don't have nowhere to run and play. The only thing we got is there to sit and smoke and drink. The old people ruined the whole entire energy of the youth. So when I see younger dudes angry at older dudes and younger dudes upset, I'm like, I understand. Even if I don't agree, even if I think you shouldn't be upset, I understand. Because at the end of the day, we can't, how do you say, at the end of the day, we can't try to hold on and control everything. Once you try to control everything, you screwing shit up. You don't even know you're screwing up. Now, those people that screwed up and took all of the kids' benches away and changed the whole dynamic of the environment, also, might I add, Concourse Village was pushing out a lot of athletes. For real, for real. When I was young, when I first moved over there, when I was about 14 years old. Right? When I first moved over there, there was a lot of athletes. It was just it was just, what up, Suzette Carbuckle? It was just athletes everywhere. And then after they took all the seats away and made it so nobody could do nothing, that community don't even have no athletes now. Not like it used to. Like we used to, there's 6 buildings in Concourse Village. We used to literally come outside and sometimes it'll be this building against that building football. This building against that building football. Sometimes it'll be the east side against the west side football. The guys be all playing. We have like, there used to be this one chick that used to come out there and play with us also. Shout out to her, forgot her name. She was pretty good. She was better than some of the guys, to be honest with you. And the girls would be standing there doing whatever they doing, watching, chilling. But when they moved, there was nothing for the kids to do. So we got to be mindful of that. So we got to be mindful of that. If who has any kind of direct deposit, what are you talking about? Okay, I'm always lying. What are they talking about? What did they ask? My dad was in the lodge, member. I'm in the sorority. Do you understand that if you have a lodge, just so we can be clear, if you have a sorority full of black girls walking down the block, what are people going to call them? If you have a sorority full of black girls, right, walking down the block, Anybody knows what people are going to call them? Sorority full of black girls walking on the block, dressed in hood attire. What are people going to call them? Anybody can answer that question for me real quick? Give me 1 second. While y'all trying to figure that out, give me 1 second. I got to do something. Real quick, if you got a sorority full of black girls walking down the block dressed in hood attire, what are people that don't know them gonna call them? Pardon me, I forgot to turn the mic back up. Hold on. Let me just, one more time, because this is how you have to address children. Whoever that I am saying person is obviously a child. So this is how you gotta address children. You see, you have to over-explain everything to children. You don't have to over-explain stuff to grown folk. You say something to grown folk, they get it. But when you're talking to a child, you have to over-explain. You don't have a choice because they don't have the comprehension skills to be able to pick up on what you're saying. So you have to over-explain. So once again, if you have a group of black doctors walking down the street in urban gear, dressed in urban clothes, a group of black doctors dressed in urban clothes, what do you think people who don't know them is going to call them? What up, Derek? What do you think people who don't know them is going to call them? You have a group of black doctors dressed. This is how you got to talk to children. Now do you see why I just kick people? Because this is how you got to talk to children. I'm talking to you in a way that you can understand it. Just so we can be clear. I'm talking to you in a way that you could understand it. So now you're getting upset because I'm speaking to you in a way that you can understand it. Hold on, I'm going to give one more example real quick. If you have a group of white people walking around with white hoods on their heads and white sheets, what are you going to call them? Thank you, Queen Shy. They're be judged that way because they're black. Everyone else is a sorority, frat, brotherhood, sisterhood, lodge, but not a gang. Thank you very much. You see what happens when you talk to adults? When you talk to adults, and I just explained it like a whole child, she overstood what I was talking about. I don't even like using that word. She overstood what I was talking about. Anything is a game if you decide it's a game. Anything is a gang if you decide it's a gang. Any collective of individuals is a gang if you decide it's a gang. So if I come in here and I be like, all gangs are bad, you know what the police call themselves? The biggest gang in America. Tell me where I'm wrong. Name me another Philly MC that crashed and burned. I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I'm not saying you're not right, Dog Soldier. Dog Soldier says Frost. Could it be all Philly MCs can't handle the fame because most of them crash and burn relatively fast? Name me some more Philly MCs that you're speaking on. Oh, you could kick that person if you want. Shout out to that person. If that person, you could kick that person. They don't serve no purpose other than their child. Threatening 6ix9ine's daughter is stupid. Do not do to others things that you are not willing to do to you. First of all, threatening the child is, I don't even understand that. That's crazy. Fraternal Order of Police. Thank you, DSTN. I am not always right. The problem is the people that want to come up and try to point out things that I could be wrong about, they're not that smart. That person was just waiting for you to comment again so they could kick you. Said not all Philly. I don't think all Philly artists crash and burn either. So I'm asking, who are you speaking on specifically? Because Will Smith is a Philly rapper. Also, could we get bagged? Somebody just got kicked. Will Smith is a Philly rapper. Beanie Siegel didn't crash. You know what happened to Beanie Siegel? I'm going to tell you what happened to Beanie Siegel. Ether happened to Beanie Siegel. Nas came out with Ether, said, Jay, you're not even the best dude in your camp. Beans is better than you. Jay cut ties with Beans. That's what happened. That's what happened. For everybody that don't know. Ether came out. Listen. Ether came out. Right? Tell me where I'm wrong. In Ether, Jay-Z, and Nas, quite plainly and to the point, says, hey, look, Beans is better than you. Jay cut ties with Beans. He didn't crash and burn. When Jay cut ties with Beans, that was the end of Beans' career. Very sorry to say. That's when all of the negative stuff started happening to him. Remember, they had State Property. State Property had 2 movies on top of that, didn't it? They was moving Beans into a whole new hemisphere. Beans was his career was going like this. And then Nas dropped Ether. And people was like, you know what? Nas is right. Beans is better than Jay. He couldn't take that. And I'm not saying he should have. What's one of the 48 what's one of the laws of power? Don't outshine the master? So Nas put Jay-Z in a position where Jay-Z either had to... Like, that's a fucked up position. That's a messed up position, man. Do Jay keep this dude around, or do Jay get rid of him? It's a messed up position. What up, Garrett Crowfit? Did I say what's up to see Andre Willis Sr. yet? Oh, shout out to Straight Stacking. I'm sorry I missed this Straight Stacking. Shout out to Straight Stacking with the $10 drop. He said, have it donated in a minute. Straight Stacking. Appreciate you. Let's get 5 to 10 more $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. I missed that because I really don't be looking for the drops. So if it don't, I be looking at my phone and other stuff. I don't even really be looking for the drops that much. I think I got to start looking for the drops so I don't miss those. That was a whole half an hour ago. So that's what happened to Beans. I'm not gonna take, this is just me, but I'm not gonna take the Beans situation like Beans burnt out. I don't think he burnt out. I think that Nas, I think he got caught in that whole ether. I think all of them got caught in that whole ether. All of them. After ether, all of them. Jay-Z basically cleaned the slate of everybody he was dealing with after that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Beans was a goon. All of them dudes that Jay-Z was messing with in Philly was goons, man. Goons. What are you talking about? Philly is rough. What up, Soul Simplicity? Philly is rough. Y'all do know this, right? Philly is rough. Philly is like the Bronx everywhere. Philly is rough. For y'all that's never been to Philly, man, Philly is rough. I was caught up doing a thing, and I went to a boxing thing out there, and I was caught up. I was over there in the white side of Philly, and I was uncomfortable over there. Like, what the hell? Had to go jump in an Uber. I was like, I'm getting out of here. We're not doing this. I didn't want to be on the white side of Philly. Last thing I need, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to tell you. Philly is rough. And the thing that killed me, check this out. When I was on the white side of Philly, I didn't see nothing but white people. What up, Elite Fleet? I see nothing but white people. Nothing. I was on the white side of Philly. I saw nothing but white people. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like, so y'all just know to stay away from each other. So I'm in the wrong place. If you was just going through Philly and saw me walking through the white area of Philly, you know that I'm not from there. You're like, he ain't from Philly, yo. What up, David Irvin? I don't think that's what they was trying to say, Chemo Savi. Please, let's not call people. I don't think that's what they was trying to say. At least I didn't take it that way. What up, Liberty Hazelton? Yeah, Philly's rough. What in the hell? I don't know what anybody else is thinking, but Philly is rough, for real. That's a fact. Elite Fleet. So I'm on point. He said everybody got their own section of the city and they don't leave. I don't know what to tell you. Black Power Cross says Philly is my second home. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, straight ghetto. Philly is rough. I I've only been to Philly a couple of times and I got stories. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I was in the white part of Philly. I was like, you know what? This is not. I'm way too dark for this. Like, I'm way too dark for this. I gotta get out of here. I jumped right in the Uber. I was like, we're not doing this. I'm in the wrong part of town, homie. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no problem with none of you Caucasians. I don't want no problem with nobody in general, but I want no problems with none of you Caucasians. What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Also, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Oh, wow, we about to get up out of here. Y'all don't got to do anything. Show up for tonight's show tonight and do that. Dude, they threw snowballs. They freaking threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Like, what in the hell is going on over here? Santa can't even visit? I don't know what to tell you. Philly, man. Shout out to Philly. I don't know what to tell you. Those guys, they did this on something else. They out there, they living their bestest of lives. Shout out to Philly. I bought some AMC stock, right? Check this out. So I bought some AMC stock. So when I bought the AMC stock, it was, I guess, a bad idea. But guess what's about to open back up in a minute? You got it. AMC. AMC is opening back up in New York City March 5th. I have AMC stock. That shit is going up. Apple stock is doing shit. I don't know why. But AMC stock is going up. Disney stock went down a little too. But Disney's going to be fine. Nike stock is going up too. I don't got no Nike stock. I'm looking at it right now. God dang it. Tonight's show, tonight at 9 p.m. Everybody come show up. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to drop some videos today. It's going to be on one of those topics. I don't see them. Apparently, everywhere I go, people think I'm a drug dealer. So I go to Philly. And I'm somewhere doing a thing. I don't even want to say what I'm doing, but I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm just somewhere doing a thing. You know how many people walked up to me trying to either buy me or sell me drugs? I don't know why. Do I look like that? So that happens everywhere. So I try not to be too upset when it happens. But so I go to Philly. I'm standing there minding my business. You know how many people came? If I sold drugs, I would have made a grip that night. I'm just keeping it a stack. If I sold drugs, I would have either got killed for being on somebody else's territory, or I would have made a grip that night. I've only had Pats, I believe. I think Pats is the only one I had. So yeah, so I was in Philly. They thought so that shit happened. So shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we gonna get up out of here. I think I only had Pats. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know which one I had. It was a long time ago. It was a long, long time ago. It was when I was working for Flat Rate. Okay, I'm gonna not listen to that right at this moment. Thank you for that though. Appreciate that. Vic Star. We love Vicks. We doing promotion today. Anybody that wants to get reposted on IG, hit me up today. Anybody that wants to get reposted on IG, hit me up today. We doing it for the $10 drop for the low. Anybody that want to have their jump off on the Tonight Show. Anybody that want to have their brands featured on the Tonight Show, hit me up today. I look like Freeway. I doubt it, but you know, shout out to me for making him look good. Jay said, "You look like you got nicks and dimes for real." I actually have some crypto. Wait, no, I have Bitcoin. I don't have crypto yet. I got Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is doing decent. I mean, it has its ups and downs. It's doing decent. What up, Brooklyn? Everybody say what's up to my brother. I mean, so I don't get mad. You understand what you gotta understand. All of my people's okay, so I'm just saying, I could understand how I could look like I sell drugs. You understand what I'm saying? But if you see me around all the time, you see I'm not actually selling any drugs. Could you please stop thinking I do? Anyway, so with that being said, anybody, I know I had to turn it off before I got hit with by YouTube. Anybody that wants to want any kind of promotion or reshares or reposts on IG, all 3 IG accounts, DM me today. And anybody that want their brand to show up, shout out to Bunny and Doe. Bunny and Doe is an upcoming clothing line. Believe me, you wanna check out with these dudes. Shout out to Bunny and Doe. Nah, this is about my beard is where it's at. I just like to brush my beard and leave it where it's at. I can't get them super thick beards. I'm fine with that. Is there some kind of pill I could take? I don't know. I don't even know if I want to take no pill. With that being said, DSC has said, "Fam, I know I look like I sling. I had a bastard try to cop. Homie, I got a 9 to 5. Now you know why I had the person in here that was saying all of this stuff that it sounded like a little child. Y'all couldn't see, we just kicked somebody. Now you see why the person that person, like, they stunted. They're intellectually stunted. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not that smart. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying that as I pity you. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry that, I'm sorry that you think the things that you think, and then you come in here and you try to make those arguments against me, or try to make those as arguments on the channel, and it don't make no sense. The things that you say is stupid. Shout out to that guy though. Anyway, we're gonna get up out of here. Let me call out the drops real quick. Anybody that wants to do any promotion, hit me up today. We're doing promotions today. I'm gonna be on IG for the most of the day. I'm gonna be on IG, and anybody that wants to have their brand show up on the Tonight Show tonight, also hit me up. Or you could just find out what the weekly pans is, like Bunny and Doe and like a couple of other people have done before, and we could hook you up with the weekly thing, so you don't have to decide every single day. With that being said, shout out to James S with the $5 drop. Shout out to Big Star with the $1.99 drop. Shout out to Black Power Cross with the $5 drop. Shout out to Thirst Entertainment with the $5.99 drop. And shout out to Straight Stacking with the $10 drop. If there is, I would like to know what this cream is, because somebody send it to me. I would definitely be a part of whatever this cream is. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody, please enjoy your day. Go do something positive. Remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. So if we really care about other people, and if we really want positive things to happen in our life, we're gonna try to help positive things happen in other people's lives. Because when we're helping other people be the best that they could be, at that moment, we being the best that we could be. So go out there and be great. Go out there and encourage. Go out there and try to help people do the best that they could do. Because remember this, I know it feels good to some people to have negative energy, and it feels good to talk trash about other people, and it feels good to bash other people. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? But whenever you doing things like that, you're actually moving yourself further away from God. So when you see people doing that, take into your mind and take into your consideration what they're actually inviting you to. They're inviting you to move further away from the Most High. They're inviting you to move further away from your blessings. They're inviting you to move further away from all the things that you want in your life. If you really pay attention to haters, how do most haters live? Like, people could talk trash about the fact that I'm in a hotel, but you know how expensive it is to stay here? People could talk trash about me not having a 9-to-5 job, but do you know how, just so we can be clear, do you know how much time and effort I gotta put into having a YouTube channel? On most days, I work I work more than 8 hours most days. Shit, y'all see me on live 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day, y'all see me online. I work more than 8 hours most days. So take that into consideration. Copy? You see somebody over here toiling on YouTube, on IG. Also, thank you. I want to say I appreciate all of the people who have not been on the channel for some time and have came back. Thank you for showing the world that you're not bots. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing the world that you're not bots. But we got to get our algorithm up. So I need for everybody to hit that like button. Please, we need to get these videos all to 100 likes. Every video. So if you got a video that I put out recently that you have not watched, please go watch it. If there's a video that I put out recently that you did not hit the like button on, please go hit the like button. Because we need to get more visibility on YouTube, and we're not going to be able to do that until people start hitting one of them like or the dislike button. I don't even care which button you hit. Hit one of them. And leave a comment, please. I've been responding back to comments, especially sensible ones. So please leave comments. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to let y'all go. But once again, if you want to advertise on IG today, or if you want to advertise on a Tonight Show tonight, whatever your brand might be, hit me up. We're doing it for reasonable prices. I'm not trying to kill nobody. I'm not trying to kill nobody. I don't know how to explain this. I want y'all to grow with me. I'm not trying to grow by myself. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on